Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
The Cimorelli podcast.
Woo!
Love it.
Welcome
Love
back,
it.
everyone. Hello, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey.
Okay. The
Hey,
Cimorelli
hey.
podcast
Nice.
is a fun, uplifting podcast where we also focus a lot on self-improvement and personal growth. We share juicy stories, discuss personal topics, and get real and vulnerable with you guys. Every other episode is available only on our Patreon, which is actually the reason we're able to do this podcast is because of Patreon. Thank you so much to our patrons. Thank you, guys. And if you're a patron, you get all these YouTube episodes a week early. And you get a lot more than just the podcast. You get all of the past podcast episodes on there, the Patreon only ones you've never seen on YouTube. Those are all on there.
The archives.
And there's a bunch of other video series we have done, and not just video series, other different series we've done on Patreon. It's all there. So if you join now, you'll get to see all of the months and months and months of content
Years
from the
and years.
past. Yes. You'll get to see all of it. So you should definitely consider joining our Patreon. Join it for a month, see if you like it. If you're into self-improvement, personal growth, you will probably
Joy.
love it.
Love,
Life.
happiness.
You'll probably love it. That's one of my biggest passions, okay? Well, we're all into that. That's one of my favorite things. So I'm just saying, if I were you and I wasn't me and I was watching me, but I wasn't me, I would definitely want to join Patreon. Because I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's what I like. So
Why don't you join our Patreon?
there you
then?
go.
Yeah,
I
why don't you
am on it
marry
and
our
I do look
Patreon?
at it all the time.
Make an account.
I'm probably on our Patreon the most of all of us except for Kath.
Good for you.
I like it a lot, okay?
She lurks.
Anyway, so
She does. It's good.
today we're going to be talking about dating do's and don'ts.
Yay.
It's more lighthearted, I think.
Yeah,
I feel like
hope so.
we always try to be lighthearted, and then we go really deep. But I think this is more lighthearted.
No. We always go into a fear-mongering direction of
Yes.
anyone you talk to could be plotting your murder. Anyone. You breathe
It's
the wrong
true.
way, you could get
Sorry.
poached.
Because so many bad things
It's
happen.
true,
in
but
dating.
we're gonna try.
We're trying to keep you
Yeah,
all safe
trying
out
to
there
keep
in
us
the
safe.
light.
We don't have the sense of trust, you know? We don't really have that in this,
Yeah,
this
that's okay.
table.
I mean,
But you know what? The world's a cold place. I'm kidding.
anyway, okay. Anyway, so let's go into our highs and lows.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm currently feeling it right now.
I like to
so.
say I love Lisa's outfit. Isn't that cute?
your high?
Thank you. My, Kevin's
That's
high.
your high. My high is
Looking
I
at
got
my
a great view.
outfit.
Cool outfit. Love
Wow.
that.
Okay.
It's like her skin is so tan. It's color coordinated with her scrunchie and her thing. It's cool.
Thank you. Anyway, so my high was, of course, we have a high turned low this time. Not your typical low turned
That's not
high.
unexpected.
I went to the
It's
gym
the remix.
for the first time in a long time. You know, everything was shut down. It's opened back up now, and it was a great workout. So the high part is even though I'm sore, it was really enjoyable to work out again, and I don't know, it felt good.
Get
but
active.
the low was this trainer was tough. So tough. And
my
he's one of
God.
the morning trainers that was subbing in the afternoon. Okay, I don't know if you know about morning boxing trainers. They're like, yeah, they have so much energy.
They have to get up
Because
at
you have
They're
to.
like me.
They're the only
That's what I
type of
would be.
people. The only type of
You
person.
would be. Sorry.
The only type of
Yikes.
person that can get up in the morning and teach a boxing class is
gosh.
too
Gotta
much
be on a
pep in their
different
They have a
step.
level.
serious problem.
He was amazing, but he killed me. My back, this is 2 days ago, my back hurts so much. Where I worked muscles, I forgot that I have, and it was very difficult. But it was still great to work out again, so
I
know.
love that.
50-50.
Okay, should I go? Okay, I guess I'll go.
So open your mouth, so
my
spit it out.
My low is that at this point in pregnancy, and I know it's going to get worse, I'm nervous, but I can't really sit or lay comfortably in most positions. Like right now, I have a shooting pain, and it hurts really bad. But I guess it's kind of creepy. I'm good at just being not looking like I'm in any pain when I'm in a lot of pain. Because I'm at the end, when you're at this point, it's are you going to go like this all day?
Me? Yes. 100%.
And that's tiring. It makes you more tired to that. So
true.
I'm just kind of ouch. So that kind of sucks that I really, just being able to flop down your bed on your stomach there's no flopping that I can do like that anymore. You know, just like lay however you want, lay on your back and not have things go numb. Just sounds so great. Oh, I can't wait till that. I'm like dreaming about that. Like, oh, that'll be so great. So that's really annoying. That's a low. But
Women are warriors.
you know,
Wow.
I'm grateful. Don't roast me. You know, people always like roast people when they say things like, you're lucky, you should be grateful. Okay, I'm
No,
grateful.
that
I'm
is
grateful.
toxic mom positivity or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, miss
I am
me with
grateful,
that.
but I'm
That's not
still in pain.
positivity.
And then my high was that Nick, my husband, washed my car for me and made it very, very clean and vacuumed everything. And it was so great 'cause my car was so dirty. And it took a long time, and I was so grateful. So that was an amazing high, having
What
my
a
car
guy.
washed by my husband.
What a guy.
Beautiful.
What a man. What a man. Oh, okay. Should I go?
Yeah.
Okay.
You open your mouth.
All right.
Oh, should I?
So, shut up. Okay, so
That's what you did.
I'll just start with my low because it's not really pleasant. I don't want to dwell on that with you guys. I finished a round of antibiotics.
Lawrence face.
And basically, my digestive
Oh.
system stopped working. I'm not going to go into detail. Just basically not working. So
Not fun.
that's not fun. That's a
Great.
big low.
That sounds
Ew,
like
stop.
Physical low. My high would be on Monday. I had one of the best meals of my life. I'm not exaggerating.
Girl.
All right,
and
let's
I-
hear
Max
it.
and I went to this. Okay, I don't know if you guys would like it. I don't know how you feel about seafood and Cajun food,
I
but
love seafood.
I don't know, actually.
Max and I went to this hole in the wall seafood restaurant, and we got gumbo.
Wait, I thought you said that restaurant was 10,000 square feet.
No, that was a different one.
Oh, okay.
No, this is a different place.
was
This
not
place
the
was a
one.
cute little seafood place. They had gumbo with shrimp in it. It was literally, I can't even describe
are
I've
to you.
never had
spices?
gumbo.
Like, I don't even know. It's this
Was it like
unique
Cajun or-
spice, and
Is it
I literally couldn't stop saying over and over. Everything in this meal is so good. Everything. Like we also got the seafood platter. It had fried shrimp and fried flounder with
Fried shrimp sounds
with
good.
roasted vegetables. It was corn, tomatoes, and broccoli. And I couldn't stop saying over and over. Everything in this meal is so good. Everything just tastes so good. Oh my gosh, it tastes so good. I was exclaiming because it was literally one of the best meals I've ever eaten.
I think I'm having
Doesn't
a
sound that
meltdown.
good, but I didn't
I took a
taste
picture
it.
of it.
so-
I want seafood so badly.
Maybe
right
I'll
now.
show you later.
I have a
calm
passion
down.
for seafood.
It's so good.
Also, in case anyone was wondering, which you're all not, during the entirety of the podcast, the whole hour, my legs are going back and forth the whole time.
What?
She can't touch the
Entire hour.
ground.
It's pretty fun.
Bashing her knees
Do you think Amy's feet have ever touched the ground,
They
guys?
don't. Wait, people's feet touch the ground on these.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on the middle wood thing.
Oh my god.
My feet wrap around the back.
Probably
What?
cats.
Okay.
Literally, my legs go.
I
back.
can't hear your.
What
pri-
about you people?
My privilege.
So basically, yeah, we're gonna have to cut that out. Anyway, basically, my high was that I got a mood ring, and it's so cool.
Oh my
like,
god.
He was like, now I always know my mood.
What's your mood right now?
I don't know. but
She's
it's
sad.
so
Amy,
fun.
let me see it.
It's dark.
Amy, you didn't
Your
get like
mood
a
is
guide.
dark blue.
Dark blue. That's definitely somber.
Guys, it's
I have
so
no
cool
idea.
though. It changes throughout the day.
So what's
Amy.
your low?
You gotta have confidence in your mood.
I
Ring. Come
was
on.
contemplating this.
You didn't even
purchase.
tell us what the moods are, though. You don't even know
I don't know
them.
what they are. The thing is,
Wow,
I
I gotta look this up.
I
right
don't
now.
believe in witchcraft.
mood ring colors.
I just like the changing colors. They're fun.
Oh, mood ring color chart.
Look,
Okay,
now
I'll
it's
tell you what your mood is, Amy.
How cool is that?
So your mood just changed
It's
as you were
witchcraft.
talking.
Wait, what?
That's cool.
Anyway, so isn't that cool? It's great. And sometimes it's purple.
Oh, Amy, here's the best mood ring chart. You're dark bluish,
Yeah.
romantic,
Now
And
I'm
then it's
light
green.
active.
You are active.
I mean, she is knocking her
So
legs together.
basically, I pondered this after seeing the ad on Instagram a bunch of times, and then I was like, I gotta get it. So I did, and it was amazing. It's from Pura Vida
Wait, that's
bracelets.
your
They are
low?
awesome. That's my high.
Oh.
And also that I made these necklaces. It was
Give
great.
us your low.
My low was that I spent a lot of money at Hobby Lobby to get beads and supplies to make these necklaces. So as they are, they cost a
I
lot.
doubt it was that much, Amy.
It was like a lot.
You should see what I just spent yesterday on
No,
baby
less.
stuff, and the day before, the day before, the day
Stop
before.
comparing.
Comparison is a thief of joy. Anyway, so
I'm just
that's
saying
my
you'd have a
low
heart
was the
attack.
amount of money, and I was sad about it. Next.
Okay, my turn. My high was actually probably when I went to help Christina paint her house.
We need to keep that in.
Wrong
We need to keep
with
that
us.
in. We need to keep that in.
Long day.
That would have been kind of hilarious.
All right.
Lauren was saying.
So my high was when I went to help Christina paint a room in her house. It was fun. I actually like paintings. It was fun. I did it with Amy and this other girl.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Good Tims.
Except
good
I was a
Tims.
little stressed because I was the only professional in the room.
Yeah, I was kind of bopping around, but I tried my best.
That's okay.
Amy,
It was
you
still fun. And we got drinks from Sonic, so that was fun.
Yes.
My low was that I cried a lot because I was sad.
I get it. I get it. I get
That
it.
was my
That is a low. I understand it.
Okay.
What a range, guys.
All right.
What a range.
Well, thanks for sharing, everyone. We're gonna.
Our first person falling over on the
just thought
podcast.
about
That is,
we
you made it.
Wait, you fall over?
That was so fun,
Guys,
Can we talk about how I completely blocked that
guys,
out?
if you want to know
That
what
was
happened
I'm
there,
busy. I'm talking.
Lisa and I were having an inside joke that I'm not going to reveal to the public because it's just...
better not to.
Better not to. So that's what we started both laughing about, and Lisa fell.
Oh, inside
love
jokes.
it.
Let's keep
I love
that.
it.
I love that.
Okay, so we're gonna go into our spicy advice Q&A where we answer a question from a patron. So that's someone on our Patreon. Once again, thank you, patrons. You're the reason we're able to do the podcast.
reason for the
thank
season.
We
you.
love you.
Hey, so this is from...
Wait. Sorry, you're the reason for the season. The
Podcast
podcast.
season.
Oh, mine.
Good
I
one,
love
Lisa.
it. All right, keep going.
Good one.
All right, this is from Fiona Gates. That's a really cool... That's a very distinguished name.
I like
Like,
it. Yeah.
like a lawyer.
It
Like,
is.
it's very strong. I like that.
Yes.
All right. Fiona Gates asks, how do you recover after a busy day/week? See, she's a distinguished person. She's got a lot going on.
You cry.
Yes, Fiona, I love that.
You cry.
How do you guys personally
all right,
recover after
listen.
you've had a busy week? or
Last
day?
May was a busy month. Well, this May was too, but last May was just a lot.
Wow, you can
And-
really go back in the archives.
You
'Cause
weirdo.
I
what the
have
heck
an
did I
emotional
do
map.
last May?
Listen,
Yeah,
last May we recorded like 13
Yes.
covers.
Okay.
We
yes.
did. Then
think
we
I
went
blocked
to
it out.
LA and we
I
filmed.
blocked that.
Oh, that was
Let me
terrific.
speak. We went to LA, we filmed them all. I came home and I was beyond exhausted. And I was like, I told everyone, I was like, no one, don't reach me, don't talk to me, don't contact me, don't ask me to do anything. It was like Thursday until like Tuesday. And what this is a bit excessive, but I literally like I sat in my living room, put on The Office on my laptop, did a puzzle all day. All day. I mean, from like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I just
Good.
did a puzzle. The next day, I like went to the pool, chilled. Basically, the overarching theme was I'm not going to do one thing that I don't want to do. So maybe I need to do my laundry. If I want to do my laundry, I will do it. If I don't want to do it, I'll do it on Tuesday. But leave me alone, okay? So if you just do what you want to do, even for one day, even for half of a
Yes.
day, it
RT.
is so recharging.
Yes.
And really, I recommend getting into puzzles because it uses just enough brain activity, apparently, to like get your mind off of all your stresses, but a small enough amount that it helps you recharge.
Oof. Love that.
What do you do?
And also, I felt the best that I've felt in years after that weekend.
Not to trigger you, Christina, but I flop into my bed
Oh.
and I cry. And then I
lucky.
turn on the television, which is not great. But if I really am trying to get out of it, then
That's
I
how
do
you
a nice
recharge?
face mask and I make some jewelry and I go for a night swim if it's the summer. Stop touching me.
Just stop bouncing so much.
No.
You tell him, Amy.
Thank you.
Tell him.
I have boundaries, okay,
You tell
ladies?
him.
And that's what I do. Also, do things you want to do, not what you have to do. Like to yourself.
Except for pay your bills.
Yes.
should
No,
definitely
when you're
do
trying to
that.
recover.
I think that's part of the busy day. I don't think that's the recovery.
Yeah, that's the busy day.
Okay.
Just
If
put
you
it in
have
there.
to pay your bills, if they're past
them.
due, pay them.
Pay them.
And pay the late fee.
Okay. I actually know exactly what I do. I put on the most chill song I've ever heard in the car on the way home.
Yeah, give
I'm
us an
just
example.
like something by Lana Del Rey or like an acoustic version of something. Just no drums will be heard. None of them. Just like very light music. Maybe some Billie Eilish is very chill. Put on a really chill song, drive home. I'm like, I am now decompressing. Okay, and then I get home, and depending on if it's like a busy day where I have anxious energy, then I'll either go for a walk or go for a run to kind of like get that energy out. Like sometimes I just need to like do some movement because I'm too like jittery. Or if I'm just super exhausted, then I will just go and take a bath. But either way, I will take a bath. Either after the run, I'll probably take a shower first, then the bath if I went on a run. Or I'll just go straight to the bath and light candles, turn off the lights. No light will be in these eyeballs. No.
Never.
And again, listen to the chillest playlist I've ever heard and just disappear into the darkness of the bathroom.
Love it.
Okay, mine's similar but not as dramatic.
Disappear into the darkness.
That was like a poem.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Darkness. Yeah, mine's
That's
not
what I
quite.
need. It's like I need to just like disappear.
But I mean, relatable. So let's say, okay, this is a very common occurrence in my life. So just say it's like a night instead of like a whole week. I'll get home and I will put on chill music, which I have like massage or meditation music. It's like, bloop, 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 bloop. It has like water droplets or something.
Wow, someone record that, put it on Spotify.
Something like that. I put that on and I'm like,
Christina's baby's like,
and then I take a bath or a shower.
Ooh,
And I do like some kind of lavender. I have a lot of lavender bath.
oh my gosh,
things.
lavender bath salts. Oh, those will get you.
So good. And I put magnesium, like salts or whatever they're called, in my bathtub. Helps you just like relax and like not be so sore and whatnot, whatever, and replenish your magnesium, all that stuff. So do that. And I always have like water with me in the bathtub. And I drink lots of water while I'm in the bathtub.
Oh, that is a key to a good bath. You need to have water because you get so dehydrated.
maybe I'm just thinking because I stay in there for like
Thank
2 hours
you.
and it makes me need to pee. But
No, you need to have the water. You get
how long
dehydrated.
are you in the bathtub?
you
20
need
minutes
to
is that
have
a bath?
No,
That's a sad
I
soak.
definitely stay in there for
Sad soak.
hours.
How do you not
easily. When I get in the shower,
Okay,
as soon as I get in the
guys.
shower, I do.
Okay.
I take a shower after I take a
All
bath.
right.
I didn't
Same.
finish.
Oh,
That's all
thought
I
you were
do.
Kath.
She
Okay,
does
so
that.
I take a bath, and then I get out of the bathtub, and I take a shower. Then I journal, and I write like how I'm feeling, blah 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 blah. And then normally, I'll talk to Nick and like get all my feelings out of what I just journaled about. Probably get all my feelings out, and then I get in bed really early, and I'll maybe watch something really relaxing, something that's not intense. So it's just something chill, relaxing, probably something girly, relaxing and chill. And that's what I do at night. And that's how I wind down. The end. That's
love
my
that.
night.
I just remembered on New Girl, he calls a bathtub a medieval filth cauldron.
Yes.
Oh
So
my
good.
gosh.
what a
Schmidt.
guy. What a
That's
guy.
funny.
Medieval filth cauldron.
I am a person that I have a problem with constantly feeling like I have to be productive. So for me, it's very a win to do something that I don't consider to be productive and just truly enjoy. And I would say the things I enjoy would be I love watching YouTube videos while I just like do something else at the same time. So like yesterday I like just filed my nails and tweezed my eyebrows while I watched YouTube videos like in the background.
That's
and that was
fun.
very relaxing for me.
Relaxing.
And then the other day I went outside on this little deck area and I brought like a book and a journal and some gummy worms.
Ooh,
And I just like
Cutie.
wrote in my journal, read my book, and ate my gummy worms, and it was great. I think it's just really the question of asking yourself, what do I want to do in this moment? Not what do I think I should do, or oh, this is what people do to relax. Like, what do you feel like in that moment? In that moment, I felt like filing my nails. They were bothering me, and then listening to YouTube, and it was
Yeah.
fun because I was listening to what I wanted. I felt truly relaxed.
Sometimes you want to clean your room, and that
Yes.
is
Yeah,
It's
I
really
love
relaxing.
Sometimes you
Oh.
desperately want to clean.
I
Like, you
love
know,
cleaning
I want
my
to get
room.
ice cream after this. I think I'm going to get ice cream.
Yes, do it.
Yes,
Heck yeah.
girl.
I never,
You earned it.
yeah, never mind. It's not, you'd think I would because I'm pregnant, but it's more like watermelon, strawberries. But I'm like,
that
ooh,
sounds
I actually want
good.
ice cream. I actually haven't had very much ice cream for at least a pregnant Cimorelli when I'm thinking about my mom. She had a lot.
She had
Our
ice cream
mom ate
every
a
day.
lot of
Oh
chocolate
my
ice cream.
And
oh
now
my
we
gosh.
all love ice cream.
True.
Lisa,
that
who doesn't
much.
love ice cream though? Every
Some
person.
people
Okay,
don't
but we
care
are like
about it.
irrationally
Catherine,
passionate.
I'm
about
excited
ice
to
cream.
get
Only
some
maybe
ice
someone
cream.
who was
unless I bring
traumatized
it
by
up.
ice
I'm
cream.
so excited to get some. Okay,
Someone was
so
forced into a tub of ice cream at one point. That is how you wouldn't like
okay,
it.
so
All
let's go to our topic of conversation for today. which
Sitting in
is
the
Have you ever been forced into a tub of ice cream?
it is dating do's and don'ts. I realize I didn't assign myself any of these first ones, so I might just pop in there. But anyway, dating do's and don'ts. What's the first one of the
Amy,
do's?
what's the first do?
Do.
Let's hear it.
This first thing is literally just the first thing that flew out of my mouth when Christina started talking. And I said, take a shower.
That's a do.
That is a do.
That's a
because
good one.
it's just nice to feel like you get some time to think, you refresh, you renew, you take a nice shower, you feel good, you smell good.
smell
and
good.
De-stinkify.
you love it. No, I hate that
Yes,
word.
you
I reject that
de-stinkify.
word.
Yeah, that's
I reject
Definitely
that.
take a shower.
But yeah, take a shower to relax.
All right, my do is similar to that, like getting yourself in a good place, but it goes a little bit further. So it's like, think about what kind of person you are. Like, so for me, I'm very introverted. So for me to be able to show up to a date and really feel like I can be myself, you know, have energy and all that, I can't do like a packed day full of all these things. Like, if possible, I need to like take time away from people, take time to relax, to get myself like recharged, to be able to actually like enjoy the date and be in a good mental place. So think about what that is for you. Like, do things that make you feel energized beforehand so you can feel confident that you're really like showing up as how you want to be and not just like the drained, dead version of you.
This is written down as the way I said it, which is, don't think you're a stupid dum-dum who needs a boss
Why'd
to
I put
boss
it in
you
don't?
around.
I put
don't
it
know.
in don't instead of do.
You put it in don't.
Do instead of don't.
So how about
Gosh, dang
do
it.
empower
Not.
yourself? Do
Yes.
empower yourself, okay? And I just get annoyed at people being like, empower yourself. I'm like, whatever. I just want to be in love. I don't want to be empowered. Well, I tried that, and then I shaved my head. So the lesson is, if you think you are lower than a worm's belly button and everyone's smarter than you and you are stoopy, you're going to attract people who think you're lower than a worm's belly button and you are stoopy, okay? So look in the mirror and say, I am smart. I have good things to say. I have valid opinions.
Yes.
I am an intelligent, independent life form that will survive whether I am accepted or rejected.
Lisa,
The goal tonight is just to have fun. There you go.
you should make one of those like guided meditation things.
That was Lisa's
I
guide.
am not a stupid dum dum. That would be
For
perfect.
dating. Okay, I have one. Wait, dang it. Did I just forget what it was? Dang it!
She's got must be
Now I
ice
have to
cream
remember
on
what
the
it is.
way.
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
I said, don't be
Oh.
a stupid dum dum. No, empower yourself.
Meditation.
Oh, yes, I remember. Okay. Do have,
Watermelon?
what's the word I'm looking for here?
Sorry.
Have deep or not have. Okay. Do bring up certain personal topics that are important. Not all the personal topics, but certain
Give us an
ones.
example.
So you don't have to be like, oh no, I can't tell him.
My third arm.
I can't tell him that I'm looking for a relationship. I need to keep it a secret. What? Why? That's like you go to a job interview and you're like, now I'm not saying I want a job here, but I just want to do an interview because I just want to talk to you. But like, I might not want a job here. No, you're going there because you want a job there, right? So if you're like, I am not looking for something serious right now, say it. If you're like, I'm looking for something serious.
Wait, let's
Say
clarify. Maybe
it.
don't say on the first date, I want to be in something serious with you.
I want to
Just
marry
say, like,
you.
in general, you know.
Ask them like,
Yeah,
what are you looking
100%.
for?
I would hope you don't know already.
You
that
don't know.
You are looking for something serious with them on
You're
the
like,
first
I'm
date.
looking for something serious.
Because I don't know how you're gonna know that.
You're not gonna know that.
How you know that?
I have a great suggestion for something you could say.
Okay.
I always ask this on dates. Like, it's a serious topic, but it's not like, tell me your childhood trauma. It's no, that's not it. Just in case you were thinking that. It's I say, what do you value in life? It's kind of an
that's
open-ended
great.
question, but it shows you a deeper part of the person.
It's nice
And
because
the way that they reply tells you something like, haha, Cheetos.
Or if they're like, I want to drive a fast car. I don't know.
that tells you something too. Or if they say loyalty, honesty.
Oh,
integrity.
you know
Yes.
what?
You're like,
You know what I
ooh.
would say that helped me get information without asking like too much. Well,
So you're saying this is a trick.
Wait, what?
No, I want to say this is a more lighthearted sounding way of getting information. When you ask what their favorite movies are.
Oh, yes.
That is so true.
That tells you something about them.
A
And you can
lot.
ask, why is that your favorite movie? You learn about them, you know? Also, yeah, and do with that what you will. Okay. I had my own theories and it worked out for me. And then another one is asking, like, what are your goals? That might sound more intense to some people, but asking that always gave me lots of valuable information. Told me a lot.
And also, you can ask yourself those questions too. Know what you want. What are your goals? What are your favorite
That's
movies?
true.
What does it say about you? Like, if you don't know those things, then just
date
have
yourself.
a date with yourself and ask yourself those questions.
Oof,
Take yourself out
love
to
that.
dinner. Get
Yeah, I'm taking
get a
myself to ice cream.
notebook. Yes, get your notebook.
Swipe right
write
on
them down.
yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Do it though.
Next do from me is wear something that is comfortable.
Yes.
You might think like, oh my gosh, these are my favorite jeans, but they give you a wedgie. You don't want to be sitting there
Pulling
with a
your
wedgie. It's just like you're already in
Oof.
kind of like an anxiety-inducing situation. You don't need your clothing adding more anxiety.
Yeah, I want
No.
to
Or
add to
something
that
that's
and
digging
say,
into you, like just
Or something you have to feel like you
Skip.
have to mess with a lot. Like,
yeah. On
skip.
my first date with my now husband, I wore a very flowy, comfortable cotton shirt, very comfortable jeans, and Converse. And it was the
Yes,
most
girl.
casual thing, but that's what I felt like wearing. And
Yes.
it felt great.
Oh my
yes.
gosh, my
was
first
being me.
not technical date, I don't know if it was a date, I think he called it a date, was red Justin Bieber sweatpants, red, white, and blue like track jacket, like the 80s one, and then a red tank top.
That's so Lisa.
It
Trying
was
to think
so
of what I was
sporty.
wearing.
I love
Oh,
that.
I was wearing jeans and then
We
like
went to Walmart.
a tank top and like an open cardigan thing
I don't.
that was long. It wasn't like a knit one. I don't know how to explain it. What shoes are they wearing? No idea.
Because,
No
well,
idea.
the thing is, like, I feel like when you're picking out your outfit, you're putting out a vibe. And, like,
Yes.
I remember I was on a rampage because that summer before I met my husband, all these rat boys came into my life who were obsessed with looks. And all they did was talk about my looks to me. And it was like 2 or 3 different boys. But, like, they were all just, like, kind of icky.
I can't.
And I was like, I am not just. So I remember when I was putting my outfit, I was like, what do I want to wear? And I'm not trying to
Yes.
wear what I
Yes.
think a man would want me to wear.
Wait, that leads right into
man.
my next do is wear an outfit you like.
Oh,
It's tempting to be like,
Oh.
what would someone like
Ugh.
on me?
No,
what
no,
would
no.
please someone
Nope, nope.
else?
You're putting out a vibe.
No, I
Bad
used to
vibe.
go. I used to like go out to this restaurant, remember, and meet up with this guy. Not really meet up, It's like he's just not. She's like, I'm meeting someone, but she just showed up and hoping he was there. That was
Yes.
me. I was
I
meeting
have
up.
a pen.
Anyway, I would go in like a Galaxy shirt from Walmart and silver reflective Uggs and sweatpants. Everybody would always be like, oh, your moon shoes. Like, I was wearing what I like to wear, and people appreciate that. Even if it's a little quirky or offbeat, it's so much better than trying to wear
true.
something that they like. So just wear something that you like.
Yeah.
I would say do check your standards. This is something I'm really
Check 'em
passionate
out.
about. I've given my friends many a speech on this, which is ask yourself when you're going into dating, so much of it is about your mindset. What are you picky about? Are you picky about the right things? Like, morals,
Values.
things that morals and values,
Boundaries.
boundaries, respect,
Lifestyle
loyalty.
choices.
Those are the things we should be picky about. Maybe their height, does that matter?
No.
If they're
doesn't.
like things that
Their
people,
shoes?
they're balding. Yeah, their shoes, their
Catherine?
outfit. I don't know.
was
Even though
just
I
about
will
that.
say that people's outfit, like we discussed earlier, it can tell you a little bit about them as a person, like their style. I think it can reveal about their personality, but I just don't. I tell this to my friends all the time, like, if you see something about them that you're just not sure about, like, I don't know if I love their outfit. It's like, that is not a deal breaker.
It's
So,
not
like,
a reason to reject someone.
Yeah, so you have to
or
ask yourself,
love them.
What
If
are
he's
your
like way
standards?
too into his outfit, I would actually be like,
That tells you something.
Yeah, but it could be
because
like,
it's just like
oh.
a certain kind of guy normally. Actually, every time in my life that I've met someone like that, it is kind of like someone that I just don't really get along with.
Well, there you go.
yeah, and that's okay to know, like, this person just doesn't really seem, but at the same time, if they
Get
seem
to
like
know
a
'em,
really
give 'em a
good person,
chance.
it might be different than what you're thinking. So be
me a
open-minded
chance.
if it's certain things like their style or their taste in music. Like, oh, I could never date someone who doesn't like the same bands as me. It's like
What?
is that
What?
really what's
Do
going to
people
provide
really-
you?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
people
they do.
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
so
oh, your
weird.
taste in
No
music?
offense if you said that. That's really
That's
weird.
like a middle school.
I
thing
think
to
it's just
say.
an excuse
you
to
say
keep people
that?
away.
No,
Oh,
we're talking about
know
something else.
someone who did?
All right.
Here's a good do that is not on the list. Do give people chances.
Yeah.
Don't just be shooting people down for no actual reason. Like
Yeah.
if your reason is that they like blink too much or that they wear like don't drive the car that you would like them to drive. like,
Right. Yeah.
take them
That's a
as
good
they
example.
are. Give
Ooh,
them a
I would
chance.
add to that and say,
Unless you feel like they're unsafe, don't give them a chance.
do cut people off when they don't deserve chances anymore.
Yes.
Okay, but
hold
this
on.
is
still dates. All right, listen. This one is fascinating. Okay,
Let's hear
I
it.
think Christina told me this. Was this like something you learned? The
Oh,
psychological
yeah.
Oh
There's
dates?
yeah,
so much
I learned it
sex.
somewhere. I don't remember
The
where.
do pay attention to weird things the person says. The rule kind of behind this is usually people will tell you like dysfunctional things about them or weird things about them the first time you talk. And I was like, what? That is crazy. Who would do that? I thought back through my gallery and realized, oh, actually almost every guy that I've like hung out with or interacted with did this. And the
Yikes.
ones that didn't were very sneaky and
Even
hiding
friends
things.
do this. Girls who I'm
Yeah.
just like meeting at like, oh, she could be a possible friend. They tell you in the beginning. They tell you they have certain issues with certain things. Like everyone does this right when they meet you. I don't know why. I read it somewhere. Everyone does it.
This guy told me he had like a mental breakdown in Vegas and got checked into a hospital. The first time we talked, I was like, oh, great. I was like, yeah. But he told me that.
Maybe it's a subconscious thing about like trying to let people
Yeah.
know things
I
about
think
you.
it
You're like,
is.
this is a deep thing about me to myself, but you aren't actually consciously aware.
You're almost
Yeah.
like warning them, like
Yeah.
this is what I'm dealing with, and that it could be okay. You could be equipped to handle that. Maybe you're
Some-
not.
yeah,
Just
some-
Pay attention to what it is and be like,
Sometimes it's just a subtle hint or something, but just pay attention. Be like, what was
Hey,
that?
Yeah, if they're like,
I
I
have
don't really.
deeply unresolved issues that I'm not going to be working on. Basically,
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I don't really talk to my family. That's a hint. There's something going on. There's
Yeah.
some deep family stuff. That might be something.
It
to
might
pay
be a
attention
deal
to.
breaker. It
Something
might
to
not
watch
at all.
for.
But
Doesn't
it's
mean-
telling
yeah.
you there's something here to take a look at.
Yeah, this person could have a very toxic family, and good for them. They put
Yeah.
space between them. They're moving on. Or there could be something that maybe they're the toxic one. They're just.
Something sketchy.
Yeah.
You got to keep your eyes open.
Keep them open, ladies.
Yeah, and
gents.
that's also a do is to trust your gut. Like if they say something, even if it wasn't weird what they said, but it makes you feel weird, like don't just be like, "Oh, I'm being crazy," or like, "Oh, why?" Like, be like, "Okay, why did I feel weird when they said that? Like, what was the vibe that I got?"
Definitely.
Because people really underestimate their intuition, but it's there
Amen.
for a reason. Like. Animals have intuition, like, and that's how they
Instincts.
survive, like their instincts and everything. And like we have those too.
That's how we
For
survive.
a reason.
And then my last do is this is kind of weird, but do write down your first impression of them afterwards. Like
Yes.
just write down your thoughts, like just like an initial evaluation. It doesn't mean like it has to stay that way forever, but like they're saying, like people do tell you who they are in the beginning, and if you trust your gut and you really listen, like you can pick up on a lot of things about them, and if you write them down, then it's easier to not just like, oh, forget, oops, like this really weird thing happened, but we're just gonna forget about it, and then it comes up later and you're like, I should have known, I knew it from the start. So write it down so you can actually like remember those things.
And yes, your gut feelings are so right. And I didn't realize that until recently. The last few times that this has happened, like I've met a guy and my first instinct after the first time I talk to them is always right.
Yes.
And it'll
Like,
be proved a
seems
month
kinda
or two
closed
later.
off, and
Yes.
it's like,
I'm like, could
he
be
is.
closed off. I don't know. Dead
Could be.
fish. That's usually what happens.
Can we get into the
Interesting.
But
Okay,
don't.
so here's a couple don'ts. So a big don't is don't water down your personality and basically act like someone else. This could go a lot of different ways. Like you have a big personality, don't pretend that you don't. You are really like shy. Don't try to act like this different persona of what you think you're supposed to be like. I don't know if I ever really did this, but I did the opposite of like putting myself out there, and it worked very, very, very well. Because if you're putting like a persona out there and that person ends up liking that, what, are you gonna keep being that other person? Like how long are you gonna be able to keep that up for?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be really sad. You're like, they don't even like me.
I feel
Yeah.
like that always happens on Disney
Suppressing.
shows.
Happens in a lot of shows. A lot of people do this. They think you need to hide who you are in the beginning and not show that so that the person will like you, which is really weird? Like, oh, I have to hide who I am so they'll like me. What?
They will not
What?
know you, and then that's not good.
And that leads us to our next one, which is don't put them on a pedestal and idealize them as if they're perfect. I would say when you're dating, you got to have 1 foot on the ground because it's so easy. Romance is so exciting. Dating, you have all these feelings, tingle in your fingertips, like
Hormones.
I'm so excited. It's like, just try not to get carried away because you have to realize this person, if you think this is the most amazing person ever, probably not, honestly.
You don't even know them yet.
Like, yeah, you don't know them. Everyone has flaws. And I would say a good mindset is to put into practice is look for the good and the bad. You don't want to be like so suspicious and like, oh, they're a horrible person. But you also don't want to be like, oh my gosh, he's the best guy ever. Oh my gosh, he has a dog. He must be so caring. Like, it's like, okay, just because they have a dog doesn't mean they're necessarily caring. You can't lead A to B to C to D to E. Like, you have to just take your time. Let them show you who they are and stop making assumptions. You don't know them. Only time will tell. People can only keep up an act for so long. So just give it time and don't idealize them. And like Lisa's saying, like, you don't have to act like you're this lowly worm and they're this amazing person. If that's just putting you in a position for a power imbalance in a relationship. You don't need to deal with that.
Yes.
So
You are not like a charity case that other people like take pity on. Like you don't have to think that you are lucky to be dating someone who's just a hideous hag. No. You are great, okay? Very great.
I know this is too intense, but don't necessarily believe everything from someone you don't know that well. That's a good, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't fill in boxes.
And especially if someone keeps saying things like, I'm a nice guy, or like they're telling you, I'm
That's
a
a red
really
flag.
compassionate person. I'm a really whatever it is. They keep having to tell you what they are instead of just being what they are. I'm not saying every time. I'm just saying
here's something to think
it's a
of.
little weird.
People that are compassionate, they just be compassionate. They don't have to talk about it. Like, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah,
so
guys-
don't listen to this. Watch what is actually happening.
Guys that say they're nice are usually not very nice.
Amy
Why do you
just
have to tell me
Amy
that?
just made a great point, which
Thank
we kind of
you.
said, but is don't fill in boxes.
Never.
So like, like you said about the dog. Another example is like, I don't know. I can't think of an example, but guys, so just they tell you one thing. Like, okay, wait, I'm trying to think. My friends have been like, oh, he answered the phone when his sister called. He loves his family. Or he called me. He's obsessed with me. Like, he called me one time. Wow. And it's like, that's not that big of a deal. Like they basically just take one little thing and they'd be like, wow, it must mean all this huge, amazing thing. And it's like, no, it's just one little thing. Take it for what it is. Just take in the information.
Yes. The rest is still unwritten, okay?
I'm trying to think of a lighthearted one really badly, but I'm having a hard time. Don't. I know. Social media. Don't post a bunch of like subtweeting. You're not even on Twitter, but just put have people thought of a phrase for Instagram that's like subtweeting?
Is there like
I like to say subtweeting on
don't
Instagram,
they
but
just
you know
say
that's not
at?
it.
No.
No. Don't subtweet him on Instagram all day long because you're trying to like drop a hint or something.
Don't say this could be the start of something new with no context.
Just put that in like your
That's what I would do. No,
Journal?
your like close friends
yeah, text it
That
to your
he's
friend.
not
that
in?
he's not in.
Send your
And
friends
it's like
all the memes.
your girlfriends. Guys, this
Yes.
could be the start of something new.
Yes.
I
Yes,
don't
don't
know.
post random stories that he's just supposed to know to reply to. Because I saw a tweet about that and that was so true.
Oh, I did that and it worked.
Yes.
For
but
what?
it's-
Did you marry him?
It's like
Yes.
Oh,
girls, it was literally girls.
don't encourage them.
Girls shoot their shot by random posting something on their story that you're randomly supposed to know to reply to, and
Like
it's
what?
So
Listen,
right.
he
That's
literally
honestly relatable.
mentions like the cute selfies and stuff that I posted for him to this day. Like, I remember that dress.
Okay,
So
that's not that
cute. I'm
dramatic.
like,
no,
Okay,
okay.
every 1%
wait.
words.
To be clear, it was never with words. Okay, I would never post something he's supposed to reply to that's like, one day you're gonna see. Okay, it would just be like a cute photo. Like, so
Maybe
cute
don't
today.
post those vague.
Yes, just keep
Yeah.
doing you and just.
I mean, obviously you could do that. I'm just saying, don't like. I don't think it's a good idea.
Look, I also post empowering things, so this man knows I am a bold woman. Okay,
Yes.
if you don't like it,
Get out.
don't hide
you
your
know right
weirdness. Here's one for Lisa. Don't hide your weirdness because you can't. It's going to come out and he'll be shocked.
And don't cyber stalk. I know it's really
Don't do
really.
it.
What
my
is that
gosh.
word? Tempting? Do not
Listen,
do it.
There's nothing worse than sitting there with someone and they're telling you something that you already
You
know.
feel so weird and you're
No.
like,
Yeah.
Especially a big life event that you're
Let
not
it
supposed to
go.
know.
I
Yes.
cannot tell you
It's
how many
so
hours
weird.
I spent stalking these random guys that I would just find, friend of a friend or whatever the heck, or someone on a dating app or something, and be like, oh my gosh, he's the one because A, B, C, D. He's Catholic. This. Oh my gosh. It's like, that is how you idealize. You don't even know this person. They could be so boring in person. Like, they could just be not your cup of tea at all.
oh,
Just stop.
that's a good one.
Ugh.
Don't
Waste of your time.
assume that social media equals like real life.
Oh my
So don't
gosh.
judge too much off of social media at all. You know, certain things, whatever. But social media is really just not an accurate reflection of everyone. So don't think.
Oh,
Wait,
I thought of a
names.
weird one that I think is actually very common that we didn't think of before, but I just thought of it. Don't try to act like it's fate when it's really not that big of a deal.
I literally do this
because I do
every
this all the time.
time, and I can't
Yes.
stop.
Okay, let
I
me-
know I do it. I can't stop.
Let me give you, it's pretty addicting, honestly. And I probably did it with every relationship. Oh my gosh, we met in an airport. What are the chances? What are the chances that he happened to be in my line? That happened to me. That's a true story. This guy was so weird. We did not end up together. We went on 3 dates and he was absolutely
Not it.
like, yeah, I met in an airport. Oh my gosh, what are the chances? He lives in
What
another
are the
state.
chances?
Okay, it didn't work out. Yeah, it just might seem like fate. I've had other ones where it was way more specific than that. It was like 10 different things, and I was like, it's the stars.
That is true.
aligning.
You can make anything
It's probably
feel like
not
that.
the stars aligning. I'm sorry. Guess what? You had a
it
dream about
is.
them. People dream about people because they think about them. It's not that
I've
out
had
of the norm.
so many dreams about random people.
I
Guys.
just want to pop the
Could
bubble
not.
here. I love romance, but I just got to pop the bubble because I've been swindled by myself too many times for
Don't
that.
swindle yourself, kids.
If it's meant to happen, it would be happening. If it's meant to happen later, it will happen later.
And I
but
will say
it's not happening now.
Most of the times when you hear stories of people that are actually in a healthy, happy relationship, it's not that like fateful. Most of the times when people have these crazy stories that end up leading down a bad path or in breakups, it's usually this really fateful, crazy thing. Usually it's just
That's
like,
true.
maybe there's one or two things that were kind of like, oh, that's kind of different or cool, or oh, how did that happen? But usually it's kind of boring. It's like, oh, he was nice. He was a good person. Yeah, we dated. Oh, cool.
Boring.
It's like usually boring is good.
All
I know
right,
that
what
sounds
about-
bad. It's not a romance novel, but
What about don't try to impress him by being your most
Okay,
flashy or glam self if that's not
Okay.
how you dress all the time?
Listen, if you show up to a date, I definitely always avoid this. You show up to a date in like a full face of makeup, crazy outfit, and you're like ready to win this person over. First of all, you don't know them that well. How do you know you even want to win them over? What if you succeed, but it's a fail because you don't like them? Second of all, what if you do like them and now they have this expectation of you? Oh, this is Malibu Barbie. She always dresses to the nines, but actually you don't do that, okay? I, for one, am never wearing makeup. I'm always in sweats. So that's how I present myself to the world at this point because I don't want to mislead people. And I don't want that to be expected of me that I'm always going to be that way because I'm not.
Yeah,
what about the
it's-
last one?
The last one, oh, well, don't get too attached right away. We've kind of touched on this already, but just you don't know this person. You don't know if it's meant to be.
Take your time.
You don't know if you even like them.
Just chill out.
Don't get so invested so fast and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's fate. We're meant to be when you don't know yet. Just
a
go
deep
in.
breath.
Look, the best mindset is just go in and say, my goal is to have fun. Not even to like them, not even for them to like me, not even for things to go well, just to have fun and enjoy my night. If you
That's a
enjoyed
good
your
point.
night, you
Take
had
the pressure
that's
off.
it. That's all you need. Not assume that nothing's going to happen.
Yep,
Okay.
I agree with that.
That's all the do's and don'ts
That
we're
we
gonna
can think
say
of.
for today. No, I think we can think of
For
a lot
today,
more.
I mean, in this
Millions
time.
more.
And if
popped
we
in
want
my
to
head.
go like deep and psychological, we could think of way too
We
many.
could do another. If you want another part of this, you know, you
Guys,
can.
me when we try to make it
We
a
do so
lighthearted
many.
episode.
We tried.
We
it
always
was
try.
lighthearted.
Look, I feel like we did pretty
Kind
well.
of.
And
But you
also
know
went kinda
what,
deep, though.
guys? You guys I'm talking to, we asked in our Instagram story, like, hey, what are some more like fun, lighthearted topics we could do? Do you know what you said? You didn't say any. All you said was like,
How to deal
do
with
you get over your
depression.
deepest childhood trauma or stuff like that. I was like, that is not fun and lighthearted.
Well, you guys like depth. I gotta hand it to you. That's pretty cool.
We love that.
Yeah, it's great. We
like
do
that.
too. And all of us collectively
depth.
cannot think, you know what? Maybe there's someone out there who can. If you can, why don't you leave it in the comments? Because I don't know about them, but I like to read the comments a lot. So if you want to put some in the comments, if you have any fun, lighthearted topics, we can think of deep topics all day long, but those ones we struggle with a little bit. So
Yes.
please leave them in the comments. We would appreciate that. Let's go to the bag of random.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right,
I
the
always
shower
love
cap
this
of
part.
hair.
It's not a
Just shower cap
hair.
of random. Little small pouch of random. All
Oh,
right.
I'm so excited. Ooh.
The kangaroo of random.
What could it be?
Open it. All right.
I'm so excited. I love
I'm really
this.
struggling for some reason. Okay. It's a personal poll, dating related. The question is, in the dating phase, how long will you give a guy a chance before writing him off?
What?
Some of you are a long time.
Too long, I will
Wait,
say.
I don't know how to answer this.
Just like think, just
The beginning of it's like the dating phase. You're not.
You're not in a
super
relationship
serious.
yet.
How?
How
But
long?
How long does it take you to write someone off? If, you're
If someone's being
like
like an
that
idiot
hits?
or whatever, how long you be like, oh, maybe they're not. Okay, listen.
Oh,
For
like
me,
if someone's
can tell you it's like
showing
a
red
couple
flags,
weeks.
is that what you're saying?
maybe, yeah, or you're just unsure. Anything.
no, not like if you like them and you're like, I gotta cut him off. Not that. Where
Yeah.
it's like, I think more where it's like you realize like,
It's not going anywhere.
How long does it take you to realize it?
Yeah, I think so.
And cut them off?
how long
I
does it
think
take you to
it's
wait?
different every
How long does it take you to
time.
realize, or how long does it take you to cut it
No,
off?
no,
That
no.
is
How long does it take you to
true.
realize is the question. I
Okay,
think.
it takes me a couple weeks, maybe.
Or-
Not that
well,
long.
that's the
It's pretty
question.
obvious right away.
How long will you give a guy a chance before writing
Okay,
him
so
off?
you're like, I should
okay.
give him a
Okay,
chance. I
Okay,
haven't written
okay,
off.
I know it. I
There
know
we
it.
go.
Listen.
Couple weeks,
With
maybe.
my
I can tell.
fiance, when we actually started talking, it was like a month. Where we actually started interacting and stuff because we'd met or whatever. But once we started interacting, it was a month. I was about to give up on him because he's being kind of flaky, but then it worked out. But at the end of a month, I was at the end of my rope. I was like, I'm done with this. I literally told him I was done after a month. I was like, it's okay. It doesn't need to happen. And he's like, no. I want to hang out. And I was like, what? Okay. So yeah, a month, I hit my limit at that point. But in my past, it was like 4 months.
Oh, same.
I didn't have the long problem, but it's kind of confusing. I'm thinking, in right away, I could normally tell like, oh, that ain't gonna work. That is not it. And then I'm thinking of like my ex. We dated for like several months, but I was young and I was confused. I didn't really know. But once something presented itself, I broke with him that day.
There you go.
So one day, apparently, when I was aware, like that's a deal breaker, break, the end.
So yeah, so it's more like giving a chance.
yeah.
So I didn't give him chances with a bunch of deal
Like when you're
breaking
getting
things
to
he
know
was doing.
him. How long do you? Yeah, I don't know.
I give
Until I got a deal breaker,
too
basically.
long.
And then it was one day.
How long will you give someone a chance?
till it's painfully obvious. That's my historical
Couple months.
record. Yeah,
Years.
probably
A couple years.
dead serious. Look, it's getting shorter, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the goal.
That's
That's
It's
the
gone
goal.
from years to. But I was a teenager.
Yeah,
okay,
everyone,
you never know.
everyone does that when they're a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's
like
really hard when
my
you're a
new thing
teenager.
is like a few like weeks. I would say that's what my goal is now.
I feel like a month.
I
is
think
totally
I have
reasonable.
two things. I have a soft launch right off,
Yes.
which is just where I just don't expect anything. Like and that's within like a week or maybe even like 3 or 4 days. If like it's not like meeting the standard, then it's like, okay, soft launch right off. It's not like I'm going to block their number or never respond to them again, but I'm like, expectations gone. This person is doing nothing or they're kind of weird, whatever. And then after like 2 or 3 weeks will be the actual write-off of like, okay, this has been way too long of this. It's not happening. If it's been 2 or 3 weeks and it's still weird, it's never getting better. Goodbye. Done.
It's pretty obvious normally with these situations.
Yeah.
Like pretty obvious.
Yeah,
Because like I used to think like, oh, let me just wait and it will change. But I just realized like if
It
it
doesn't.
starts bad, it doesn't get better.
Yeah.
It will just keep being bad.
Basically, if you don't know the answer, you know the answer.
yes.
Yeah, I'd
That's
like
a
to
reason.
say in my dating, I'm proud of myself because when I was younger, I definitely took a lot longer to give up on people.
Gave a
'cause
real
I just kept
chance.
thinking they're gonna change. They're gonna change. You get burned enough times, you realize
They're
if someone
not
and this
changing.
became a rule for me. I think everyone has their rules. One of my dating rules was like, if you meet two guys at the same time and you like both of them, they're both wrong. That happened to me so many times.
That's so
true. And like, stay away from guys named Matt. That was another rule for me.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Matt.
I mean, maybe you're married to a wonderful man named Matt.
We have
That's
an
great for
uncle.
you. But I just personally, in my own, aura,
in her experience of math.
but I would say for me, I developed another rule, which was this took me a long time. I probably didn't develop till my mid-20s. If they're sketchy in the beginning, they're going to continue to be sketchy. That is just that for me
100%.
personally. That was
totally
a
agree.
rule,
Yeah.
and it never proved itself wrong. So I just to me it was as quick as possible, basically.
To sum this
One
up,
or two times of sketchy, goodbye.
to sum it up, I do think you, as a general rule, you do need to give like longer chances at the beginning because you have no idea what's
don't
going on when you're a
know.
teenager, 17, 18, 19, whatever, 16. I don't know. how
Yeah,
young you are.
you're learning.
I think you do give a lot longer chances because you have no idea what's a deal breaker, what's like you're
Not
just
okay.
learning. You're just learning. So I think giving longer chances at the beginning is like a good thing because you're learning a lot.
Yeah, and in your 20s and stuff, you can give like a couple months sometimes. I had a couple guys that I thought were really great guys that I dated for like 2 or 3 months, and it just kind
Then
of
it was
fizzled
obvious.
out.
It was like,
but it's
eh.
like they were good guys. They weren't horrible people. It
Yeah.
just wasn't the right time or person or whatever.
Honestly,
So-
I would call my dating years just collecting red flags because at first I didn't recognize any of them, but each
Agree.
one I collected a new red flag until I
or
put them.
multiple new ones.
Yeah, Annie, I put them all together eventually, and I was like, all right, this
True.
is the bouquet of red flags that I will not stand for.
Yes, because you don't know until you experience things. I think.
Know until you know.
Yeah.
That's
it's
a good
unfortunate.
thought.
Because
All
you
the
don't
red
know how
flags.
much you will trick yourself until you're there.
Yeah, that's a really good point about the red flags. I agree on that. Okay, so we're going to move on to Sister Spotlight, where every week we give a different sister the spotlight. So we have Lauren's Take It Real with Christina's Sappy Thoughts with the Kath, Amy's Current Crisis, Exposing Lisa's Weird Past. And this week, the spotlight goes on. Da-da-da-da-da. Ding! Me, Get Real with Christina.
I feel
love
like maybe
Get Real
I
with
should
Christina.
introduce it next time or something. It feels weird when you have to be
No,
like,
because
me.
then everyone knows who it is.
No, I like
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so I'm really excited about this one. It was Kath's idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but it's brilliant.
She's passionate about it, people.
Brilliant. So as you know, I'm pregnant right now. I don't know in the real world when this comes out if I will be. Yes, I will be. Yes, I should be. So this is about pregnancy, and it involves all of you people because you're all around pregnant people at some point. You need to rethink what you say to pregnant women. Now, I'm not attacking you because I have the same exact probably issues that you have. I have
You've
the
never
same
been pregnant. How could you
the
know?
same issues. I didn't realize how wrong I was. There are a lot of misconceptions about pregnant women. We think that we know what, I don't know why people think this. They think they know like what a pregnant woman is supposed to look like at each size. Like,
Oof.
oh, you're small, you're large. No, guys. No. If you actually know anything about this, which most people don't, then you would know that there is not a general standard because there's so many different body types, like different torso lengths. Like there's really, really short people. There's tall people. You know, there's lots of different things about your anatomy, lots of different things that affect this, okay? So with that being said, people need to stop commenting on pregnant women's bodies. You need to stop. I haven't experienced anything like bad yet, but I'm in some groups, some like pregnancy groups, and people have been saying the comments they've been getting, and it is wild. And I still have time though. I may get some wild comments, but
You
my
gonna
mom,
unleash it on them?
my mom had the same experience, and I've seen these happen to her, and she's told me about these. So first of all, I'm going to say I don't think it's right or acceptable to comment on a pregnant woman's body, period, because that's not right or acceptable in normal life. Like you don't just tell any normal person, Amy, you're looking bigger today. Yeah. What?
Thank you.
What?
So
It's
are
weird.
you.
Amy, you look so small. I mean, people do say that, but I just don't. I don't think it's appropriate to see someone and comment on their stomach, okay?
Never.
So first of all, don't say. I'm going to tell you the don'ts, okay? Don't say you're getting huge. Now listen, my brothers say this, whatever, I don't really care. But other people, I care. Do not say you're getting huge. I know this is like an acceptable, socially acceptable comment. It actually shouldn't be. I don't know why it is. But it's not to the pregnant woman. Do not say that. You're getting so big. The baby's getting so big. I'm sure you don't mean anything bad by these, but I'm telling you, I'm in these groups, all these women, hundreds of them commenting, they hate it. It's horrible. Don't tell them how big the baby's getting. They know. They went to the doctor. Do not tell them. Don't tell them they look so pregnant. This, that, the other thing. Don't do it. Stop also staring at their stomach.
Oh my
I
gosh.
this one. Yeah,
I had
too
your
much.
voice in my mind with this the other day, and I remember you saying that. I walked by this pregnant lady, and I was like, look away. I like glanced.
Just
I was
look
like,
at
"Don't
her
stare, don't
eyes.
stare."
Just look at her eyes, okay? I mean, you can glance at them, but it's so weird when I walk in the room and all these people like look. They just go down and they just like stare. It's really a weird feeling. I'm not saying don't look at my stomach, okay? I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's really weird if you're just like staring. It's very strange. So don't do that. Don't tell them they look small either. There are some women I've seen in this group who are really sad about that comment. You think you're trying to be like nice, which also that's a whole other problem. Like, oh, it's good to be smaller. It's bad to be larger. That's rude. Don't tell them they look so small or they can't possibly be whatever many weeks. I remember this one girl was saying that she was like so excited when she finally started showing, and she takes like so much pride in her bump. And she was crying over a comment someone had made about that, and she was so sad. She's like, they don't even like notice my bump, blah blah blah. I mean, you have okay guys, you have hormones. Like, I can't even explain to you. When you're pregnant, they're insane. So that's another reason why you shouldn't say any of these things, because maybe they wouldn't be as offensive if the hormones weren't like that intense, but they are. So think about that as well. Don't say they look huge. Don't say they look small. And then don't comment on how far along they are in your expert opinion and how far they look like they are. No. Especially not, you're about to pop any day now, aren't you? Don't say that
What
unless...
are you, a doctor?
Unless you're literally like their family member, you know they hit their due date. You're like, oh my gosh, you hit your due date. You're going to have the baby any day now. That's different. When you see someone and you don't know when they're due, do not tell them they look like they're about to pop any day now. Do not say that. Do not say, wow, you look really far along. What are you, 8, 9? Don't take a guess. It's like guessing like people's ages or people's weight.
their weight.
Why would you
Oh
do
my
that?
Like, wow, you look about 200 pounds. Like, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Don't say, people say these things. Don't say anything about weight they've gained. Don't say, well, yeah, that's obvious. But I mean, it seems obvious, but I've seen so many disturbing comments. I'm like, how do you say that? So don't say anything about that. Don't take a wild guess. What are some things that would be nice? You look beautiful. You're glowing. Okay, there. Even, I know this sounds...
Pregnancy looks great on you. Maybe?
Maybe.
I'm like, wait.
Well, I'm thinking about it, and it sounds, I know it sounds weird, but it kind of puts like pressure. If it's like, oh, this looks great on you, and then like your next one, you're like, I don't look anything like the last one. I look horrible now, probably. I know that sounds like nitpicky, but I'm telling you, there's so many hormones,
Sensitive
we
time.
can't help it. So if you just leave it at, you look beautiful or you're glowing, that's all you have to say. I mean, because really, why do you have to say something else? Do you really need to tell her she's getting huge? Do you really need to?
No, she don't.
Does she need to tell you you're getting huge? No. So
I
I
really
think,
want you to say that to everyone. So are you.
well, a lot of the women in the group were saying that. They said they started to comment
love
that
it.
back, and then people are like,
because if you can dish it, you will take it.
and you don't know if she's actually pregnant sometimes.
Oh
if
my
it's a
gosh.
stranger.
my
People
gosh.
said that to our moms. Like, when do you do? She already gave birth. It's like, dude.
Because
That's
after you
so
give birth, you will
mean.
often still have like a little bit of a stomach that looks like or a
Yeah.
lot or a lot.
Because you just carried a human.
But that's
for
my last
9
final
months.
point is there is no norm. I don't know why everyone is saying like, no, you have to, don't say this one, you must be having twins.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Oh
do
my
not say that. Our
gosh.
mom got that one a lot. She was like,
Oh
excuse
my
me,
gosh,
that's a common
kiss my
one.
butt.
Don't say that. Why does everyone think they know what 9 months pregnant looks like?
No, you're 9 months. You are.
How on earth do you know what every woman is supposed to look like 9 months? They have different individual, unique bodies. How do you know? But listen, I understand. I thought these were all fine before. I didn't realize until I was pregnant and until I saw all these women's experiences how freaking offensive they can be. And you know, you can say like, yeah, those women are being too sensitive. they can't help it, okay? They are sensitive. We have so many hormones going on, so many pains, so many aches, so many mental things going on you don't even know. So yes, we are sensitive. So don't say that. So stick with, you look beautiful.
You're glowing.
And you're glowing.
And you're glowing. I think those are always
What about maternal
safe.
majesty?
You look happy? No.
You
If
look
you're
so
not
happy.
I might cry.
You kinda look happy.
I'm not happy.
Like, that's good. Say you
look
look so glad I
happy
look
if you're
happy.
not.
Maternal
That's
majesty.
fine. That's fine.
my new one.
I think if you just stick to those, just don't say anything else. You are safe. You are great. So that is my. I was gonna say I couldn't remember PSA. I almost said PDA. I'm like that's not it. That's definitely not it. That's my PSA. You know what else I want people to stop saying? Stop saying pregnancy brain to me. Don't say it if I mess something up because it's not that different from normal life except for being like sleep deprived. It's more like sleep deprived brain. Okay, so stop telling me I have a disability because I'm pregnant. I don't like that one either. Okay, so that's my PSA. Not my PDA. That's
Love
my
it.
PSA. That's the whole episode. Sorry if you guys felt roasted by that, but I've been in your shoes.
It's just good to know.
It's really good to know.
It is
No one
good to know.
tells people that.
It changed the way that I thought. Okay. So
Love
thank you guys for watching. The next episode is available only on our Patreon. Definitely join that if you haven't and see if you like it. There's so much good stuff on there. If you like self-improvement, personal growth, you will love it. And the community is awesome on there. So join our Patreon. The link is in the description. And we'll see you guys not in the next episode because that's on Patreon only, but we'll see you in the next episode if you're not on Patreon. Bye!
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.